Before operating your machine on a site, you should get to know the site layout, the traffic plan, the site speed limits, one-way circuits, refueling points, and any weight and height restrictions. In addition, always refer to your specific risk assessment and method statement for the task being carried out. If in doubt, always ask before commencing work. Your site supervisor should be able to make you aware of any specific hazards which could affect the safe operating of your machine. These could be restricted vertical clearances, hidden obstacles, and visibility issues, including blind corners and walkways. You should also be aware of excavations, trenches, and land recently backfilled but not compacted. Special notice should be taken of any gullies, ruts, manhole covers, and potholes which could create instability with the telehandler while carrying a load. Be aware of the presence of overhead electricity cables and always be sure to stay a safe distance away. Having established the weight of the load, you should compare it on the load chart in the cab of the machine. This will show how far you can extend the load and at what angle without exceeding the safe working load. Different charts are provided for stabilizers up and stabilizers down. When making the pickup, always watch the boom extension marks to ensure you remain within the safe working load limits. Before picking up a load, you should assess it for stability, and if it's been stacked incorrectly, it should be restacked. This is especially applicable to bricks, which can behave unpredictably when transported. Consideration should be given to using banding wire, shrink wrap, or even a brick net to secure a pallet of bricks. The forks should be spread evenly around the load's centre of gravity. Never use just one fork to pick up a load, as this causes the load to be very unstable. Pick up the load and then cradle it backwards. Remember, when travelling, keep the load between 300mm and 500mm off the ground. The load placement point should also be a safe zone, free of other machines and workers, have flat solid ground, and be large enough for the telehandler to manoeuvre it in and out of. When placing the load, lower it slowly, uncradle the forks and carefully withdraw them. Great care should be taken when withdrawing forks so as not to drag the pallet. Here are some must-dos to keep you safe. When mounting and dismounting, you must always face the machine and keep 3 points of contact with the machine. 2 hands and 1 foot, or 2 feet and 1 hand. And don't jump! You must always wear a properly adjusted seat belt. You must always wear hearing protection if the risk assessment demands you to do so. Arms, legs, head and body must always remain in the confines of the cab when operating the machine. You must always wear a hard hat when out of the machine.